Good morning, happy Saturday, or at least today's Saturday for me. I don't think I'm uploading this on a Saturday. I'm uploading it on a Friday. Happy Friday. Woke up this morning with a pretty sore throat, which is not a good sign because every time I get sick, it starts with a sore throat. So I've made myself a honey mint tea. It has a lot of honey in it, like 3 different kinds of honey. But that's why my hair is just in a very sad little bun on the top of my head. I was not feeling good enough to do anything particularly special with my hair. Not even make it like a decent bun. It's just like a little poop on the top of my head. But that's okay. Today's a very busy day, so hopefully I don't start feeling like really sick today, but right now I am off to check out a different place to potentially move in, but the pictures were beautiful, so I have high hopes. Oh, wow. That place was nice, but not nearly big enough to justify the price tag. I'm at the farmer's market now. I'm excited, gonna get some chocolate for my family for Christmas, get myself some meat, because I'm driving down to San Diego today, so I gotta get stocked up on that. And it smells like waffles. It smells real good. I want waffles now. Well, that was a very efficient trip. Got all my groceries already. Just got in and out, knew what I wanted. Worked out perfectly. Alrighty, we're off on another mission. I told you today was gonna be busy. I am on my way to San Diego to go see my family for Christmas and the holidays. Got my car all packed up. I even have my Juve in here behind that little yellow bag because I can't live without my Juve. I have a new audiobook loaded on my phone ready to play on the way home, and I'll tell you guys about that one if it ends up being any good. But since, you know, I was thinking about audiobooks, I really wanted to tell you about a book that I just listened to because it is my new health Bible. I don't say that lightly. I think I've said that about one other book, and it was also a really good book. But this one, this is the book where if you message me and you're like, Marissa, I want to change my diet to become a healthier version of myself, I would be like, get this audiobook, listen to it, follow it. It's called The Inflammation Spectrum by Dr. Will Cole, and let me tell you, I was skeptical of it at first because I guess his first book was all about keto and like how great keto is, and he's very pro keto, and so I thought this book was gonna be very skewed towards keto. But guess what? Right off the bat, he starts by talking about bio-individuality and how there is no one right diet for each human, and then basically the whole audiobook takes you through this step-by-step process to figure out the best diet for you and your body to help prevent disease and help you be as healthy as possible and flourish as a human. And oh, I was just, every step of the way, I was like, I am so here for this. If I were teaching a class on like health and fitness and wellness, this would be your required summer reading. Like it's the basics of living a healthy lifestyle and having a healthy diet that works for you and your body. If I ever decided that I wanted to write like an instruction manual on how to find the best diet for your body and how to eat an optimally healthy diet, it would be The Inflammation Spectrum. Like, he's done all the work for me. All this is to say that I highly recommend listening to The Inflammation Spectrum, especially, you know, if you want to get healthier, if you want to build a diet specifically around your body and what your body needs. Cannot recommend this enough. And as always, this audiobook recommendation is brought to you by the one and only, my favorite audiobook listening platform on the planet, Audible. If you go to audible.com/Marissa or text Marissa to 500-500, you'll get a 30-day free trial of Audible with 1 free audiobook credit, which you can use to listen to The Inflammation Spectrum, which I highly recommend. And you'll also get access to 2 free Audible Originals. Audible Originals are exclusive works created by amazing storytellers from worlds as diverse as literature, journalism, theater, etc. They're only available on Audible, so you can get those as well. That's audible.com/Marissa or text Marissa to 500-500. Audible is the best way to pass the time when you're going on a long car ride, like driving from Los Angeles to San Diego. So I will be listening to an audiobook on Audible on my way home to, you know, continue to educate myself, continue to live the fit and healthy and nerdy lifestyle that I like to live. But yes, I need to get on the road because I'm literally like an hour and a half late. That's just me. That's just how I roll. I need to work on it. Alrighty, I made it to San Diego and I'm off to Whole Foods to buy some Whole Foods. I didn't have much in my fridge. Usually I bring down whatever's in my fridge just so I can use it up, but I didn't have much. I'm gonna be here for a few days, so I need some groceries. Yes, adore you all of the time. I like to So I don't usually start in the chip aisle. I usually stick to the outside of the grocery store, but this just caught my, yes, they have them. Paleo puffs. My favorite. Have to get some sweet potatoes. Can't live without those. So yeah, when I'm shopping for just the essentials, I try to stick to just the outside of the grocery store because that's where all of the whole unprocessed foods are rather than like the chips and crackers and stuff like that. Focus on my face. Face. Hello. Hi. So this is my grocery haul, my key staples that I need in my life when I am just gonna be somewhere briefly or just, you know, when I go to the grocery store. These are the things that I have to have in my fridge. So let's just start on this side, shall we? First thing is not actually a grocery, or is it edible? I need a deodorant. The other thing that I got that is not quite a grocery, but it's still very exciting, is the Black Elderberry Immune Support extract from Herb Farm. I figured I could take this because I am feeling like I'm coming down with something, and elderberry has been shown to be a very good immune support, so I'll just, I don't know, I'll just take some of this, see if it helps. But then as far as actual groceries go, carrots. I need carrots in my life. I go through carrots like nobody's business. This amount of carrots, probably not enough carrots. I'm probably gonna eat that in like 2 days, but that's okay. I can go back to the grocery store. Have some lettuce just to make a salad, put lettuce in things, greens are good for you. I also have some zucchinis because I go through zucchinis like crazy. I am thinking about making like a shredded chicken veggie soup again, so I need zucchini for that. And then of course, avocado, gotta have your healthy fats. Also avocados are life. I have some ginger because again, if I'm coming down with something, I like to make my lemon ginger tea. I have a cauliflower because, oh my goodness, cauliflower is the best vegetable on the planet. You just sprinkle some salt, nutritional yeast on it, roast it in the oven, you have an entire meal. I mean, not really, but like, it's really good. Also got some celery to add into the soup as well. Got some squashes, a delicata squash and an acorn squash because I love squash, and it's also squash season. Winter is squash season. Squashes are amazing. And then sweet potato because carbs are life. You also sprinkle them with some salt, nutritional yeast, roast in the oven, you have an entire meal right there too. So they're my favorite. Got some lemons again to make my ginger lemon tea. I got some bone broth for the soup that I want to make, also because bone broth is good for you. It's full of collagen, ton of amino acids, just really great to heal your gut. Got some raspberries, mostly because my mom asked me to get raspberries, and I was like, you know what, raspberries sound really good, so I got some raspberries for myself as well. And then, as I told you guys in the grocery store, got some snacks, the Lesser Evil Paleo Puffs, absolute favorite AIP snack on the planet. And then we have my meat that I got at the farmer's market earlier today that, yes, I drove all the way to San Diego with me. Oh, I got bacon at the store, not at the farmer's market, but there's AIP compliant bacon. And then for the meat, I brought some salmon. I got a lot of chicken, which is weird because I don't usually eat a lot of chicken, but I got some bone and skin on chicken thighs, which are still one of my absolute favorite AIP foods. I got some plain chicken breasts to use in the soup. Basically, this whole grocery haul is revolving around soup. I got some beef boost, which is ground beef with 20% ground liver in it to get my organ meats in, chock full of vitamins and minerals. And then lastly, I got a bison skirt steak because I asked the people, I was like, what do you got for me? And they're like, we recommend the bison skirt steak because we got brand new fancy packaging for it. So I was like, okay, hit me with a bison skirt steak. So, and that is everything that I have with me in San Diego that I will be eating over the course of the next few days that I am here. And you know what? This looks pretty darn good to me. Time to put it all away. We're decorating the Christmas tree. It's so Christmassy and sparkly and nice.
Good morning. I am very glad I bought that ginger and lemon and all of my ingredients for my chicken soup because, as you may or may not be able to tell from my voice, I am now sick. I'm still not feeling horrible yet. It's mostly just in my throat, but it's pretty painful. So as soon as I'm done with this, I am gonna go downstairs and make tea and make my soup. But I have been promising you guys forever on like Instagram and in the comments that I would show you my skincare routine, because it has gotten pretty intense, because as you guys know, I've tried literally everything on the planet to see what helps my skin, because if you don't know, going through topical steroid withdrawal, it's gnarly, it destroys your skin for the most part and makes things very, very uncomfortable. So if you have any skin issues, I'm not necessarily recommending these specific things for you. This is just what works really well for me, but I would say these are definitely worth a try. So what we're working with right now, you can probably tell maybe, my face is extremely dry this morning. I have been quite stressed lately about this whole moving situation, and I think that's just really not helping my skin. Like, it's not great. Stress is my #1 like known trigger. Stress and bananas are the 2 things that really mess up my skin, and I have been unfortunately kind of stressed about moving, so my skin has just not been cooperating. So yeah, my face is like super dry and flaky. Yeah, we're not looking too hot this morning. My neck, oh, this is the fun one. You can even see all the skin coming off like on the inside of my shirt. I'm sorry, it's disgusting, but like this is just the reality of where I'm at. So I'm gonna show you my skin routine that has been extremely helpful for me in my healing process. And there's no other products like this that for me work as effectively to not only like smooth my skin, get rid of some of the flaking, and also reduce the itching. So this is what I use on my body, and this is what I use on my face. Now this stuff is a special concoction of a lot of different things that I mix together myself, and last time I mixed this I actually filmed myself making it so that you could see everything that I put in it, the specific ratios and all of that. Let's cut to the making of this concoction so you can see what's in it.
So just to jump straight into it, I got this giant bottle just to mix things in. Most of what I put in is fractionated coconut oil. This feels a lot better on my skin than regular coconut oil. It's a lot less like thick, doesn't have that same texture. And then I put a little splash of castor oil in there. This has been a amazing weapon for my skin, is the Beautycounter body oil. I know Beautycounter is an MLM. I'm about to talk about doTERRA too, which is also an MLM. Not affiliated. Their products are freaking amazing though. Like, I just have to put that out there. Like, just because they're an MLM doesn't mean their products are bad. It just means they're a little bit more expensive than I would like. And then I like to put a little bit of vitamin E in there as well. And then these 4 essential oils have literally been like the star ingredient, the key ingredient that I cannot live without. It's actually a huge difference. So I use tea tree oil, lavender, geranium, and then frankincense. So to make this, I start by filling this guy about 2/3, half full of the fractionated coconut oil. I feel like I'm at Hogwarts, just concocting a potion. Yeah, that's good. And then just literally the smallest amount of castor oil because it is super thick. Just like a few, oh, stop pouring. And then yes, this entire bottle of body oil. If I spill any of this, I will cry because it's all so expensive. I think last time I used about half this bottle of vitamin E, so I'm probably just gonna use the rest of it. And then it's half a bottle of each of the essential oils. Yes, this is an insanely expensive concoction. Fully admitting that. It is ridiculous, but you know the pain I'm in. If you've seen my skin update video, that's like half as bad as it's been. So I don't really care at this point.
I think one of the most important things when it comes to taking care of my skin, specifically with topical steroid withdrawal, it's a little bit gross, but just trying to be real with you guys, I'm only showering about once every 3 to 4 days. I'm not exercising, so it's not like I'm getting super sweaty. I do a little bit of a like washcloth bath for, you know, the parts that get dirty, but other than that, I'm trying to minimize my showering just because any contact with water just makes it so much easier for my skin to flare. It makes it so much more dry, so much more itchy. So I wear gloves when I do the dishes. I try not to, you know, get in contact with water as much as possible. And then another really big thing when it comes to my skincare is that I want all of the products that touch my skin to be very, very clean products with nothing that could cause
any amount of issues. So if you want to evaluate your own skincare products, I highly recommend going to ewg.org/skindeep and searching for your products. They rank all your products. It's like completely unaffiliated with any brand or anything. It ranks all products based on the ingredients and the potential harm that the ingredients can cause. So all of my products, all of my ingredients rank like 1 or 2 on the scale. And so I'm trying to stick only to products that rank really well on that website. So with that being said, first things first, my facial cleanser, since I'm not trying to be in contact with water very often, I only wash my face when I have makeup on, which is basically just when I film videos. So I washed my face last night. I use the face cleanser from Holistic Science. It works. It cleans my face and it's very gentle and it has very nice ingredients and I definitely recommend it. But since I have nothing on my face right now, I'm not gonna wash my face right now. So the first thing that I do when I have just a completely fresh makeup-free face is use my Holistic Science Rose and Hibiscus Corrective Facial Toner. I don't know what toner does. I don't really know what it's for. All I know is that if I get my face slightly damp, and yes, this kind of does go against not contacting water, but like it helps. If I get my face slightly damp, it feels like the rest of the product absorb a lot better into my skin just because it's kind of breaking through that first layer of super dry skin. And so everything that I put on afterwards doesn't just sit on top of the dry skin, it can more thoroughly absorb through everything. I don't know, this is just a theory. I'm not a skincare makeup guru, like, this is just what's working for me, so I'm telling you. But if you're looking for a nice toner, this feels really freaking good on my skin. I really like it. The next thing that I apply is the CLEARstem CellRenew, and let me tell you, this has been a game changer for me. When I run out of this, there is a noticeable bad difference in my skin. By the way, I do have a discount code for this and some of the other products. I'll link everything down in the description if you want to check it out. But this one specifically is designed to be anti-aging, anti-acne, very calming for the skin, and also very regenerative. It's supposed to help with scars, brown spots, just kind of repairing your skin from any damage that it might have been exposed to. And it makes a huge difference for me. It also feels really good on my face. And then I will go ahead and use a face oil. Now, the one that I love the most, that I feel like makes the most difference, is the Sigmatic Superfood Serum. Love, 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 love this. It's amazing. Not only is it like clean ingredients, but it's so clean that you can literally eat it. As with all Sigmatic products, it has adaptogens in it. I think it's just reishi in this one, which theoretically should help balance your skin. I don't know of any specific studies that actually talk about applying adaptogens to the skin and their effectiveness, but either way, even if the adaptogens aren't doing anything, I still love the serum as a whole. It is a little bit thick. It's definitely not a very light oil, but honestly right now, that's what I need. It feels very moisturizing compared to other oils that I've used. The other like lighter oils just feel like they sit on top of my skin. And then this is something that I don't necessarily use every day, but on days like today where my skin is particularly bad and dry and flaky, I use the Holistic Science Skin Relief RX. It's specifically for eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis, etc. So if you have abnormal skin, this stuff might work really well for you, but it's just a nice like extra layer that I feel like really helps hydrate and moisturize my skin and just keep everything locked in place. And then as a last touch to my face, for my lips, I use the Ned Hemp Infused Lip Balm. If you guys know, Ned is my CBD oil company of choice. I take their CBD oil every single day and it has helped me tremendously. But they also make skincare products, and their lip balm is my favorite lip balm. When I was in like middle school, I used to collect lip balms. I had probably hundreds of dollars worth of lip balms. They all got me like addicted to lip balms in the sense of when I would stop using it, my lips would get super dry, so I'd have to keep using it. This stuff does not get your skin addicted to the lip balm. It just hydrates and moisturizes, and I use it twice a day, morning and evening, and it's amazing. So that's it for the face. I mean, my face is still very red, but as you can tell, it looks a lot smoother now, which is kind of nice. Wow, this is a really unflattering angle. So moving on to the bidet, everything is a lot more simple for this. I mean, I guess you could say it's very complicated because I make that whole bottle of stuff, but it's basically just the bottle of stuff. I just get like a pump in my hand and then I just distribute it all over my skin. Literally everywhere. And I try not to itch myself in the process because usually like if I start touching my skin, it starts making it itchy, which is just not the most fun part of this process, but like, what are you gonna do? When I'm less in a flare, I do try to use this lotion a lot more locally to wherever my skin is particularly bad, just so I don't waste it because it is pretty darn expensive. But right now, basically my entire body is like not doing too great, so I gotta go all out. And then the next two products I kind of use as spot treatment. The first one is the Beautycounter Counter Match Adaptive Moisturizer Lotion. This is the most amazing lotion I've ever tried. I have tried so many different lotions. None of them feel like they truly hydrate my skin, except for this one. It is a massive difference from everything else I've ever tried. So if I have any particular areas that are more dry than others, like right now, my arms are not looking too hot, particularly my elbows, I'll just like lather it on top of where I put the oil. And then the other thing I'll use kind of as a spot treatment is the Ned Hemp Infused Body Butter. And again, this is a game changer. Like, it feels so good on the skin. It's super moisturizing, but it's mostly super calming. So for me, I'll put it on spots that are really like acting up, not super happy with me. So right now, the backs of my hands have been giving me the most trouble. So I'm just gonna rub a little bit into the backs of, oh, I am very close to running out. I need to get more, but I'll take like that much. Just kind of like lather it up and lather it on. Ideally, once my skin heals and kind of goes back to normal, what I'd like to do is basically just use the Ned body butter on any areas that do get particularly dry, but not like every day or consistently. Like, I want to ultimately be mostly moisturizer free, so you don't have to worry about any of this. And then lastly, I don't know if this counts as skincare, but the deodorant I used, I showed you guys this last night. I found the Schmidt's Sensitive Skin Formula deodorant specifically is now the only one that works for me. Before I was using Native and I absolutely loved it, but since my skin has become so much more sensitive, I think it's the baking soda that's in a lot of natural deodorants is very irritating for me, and the Sensitive Skin Formula from Schmidt's does not have the baking soda, so it's like the one deodorant that I found that I can actually use. It's also a very clean formula, and I have not tried this scent yet, but the other scent that I tried smelled really good. And that is that, my full skincare routine. As you guys know, I've been dealing with skin issues for 10 years, so I have tried every product under the sun. Like, I have tried it all. These are the things that I have found to be the most helpful for me, and things that really actually feel like they're working rather than just things that kind of cover up symptoms. So again, I will link everything down in the description box below with any discount codes that I have. Also, don't forget to go to audible.com/Marissa to get your 30-day free trial of Audible and listen to the inflammation spectrum. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, let me know. Give it a big thumbs up because it really does support me and my channel, and I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about anything that I talked about, leave it down in the comments below. We can have a little chit chat. If you want to see more videos from me all about health and fitness, you can check them out over here. To see more videos from me in the future, hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell so you get notified when I post new videos, and I will see you very soon. I'm gonna go make some tea and some chicken soup now. Okay, bye.